channel. This is your Praveen Kumar. Today we are going to discuss about the electromagnetic induction as well as what are the definitions and derivations for the Faraday's first law and second law. In previous classes already we have discussed about the different types of the working procedure for the electromagnetics, electric motors as well as flux density and what is the magnetic flux. Such kind of the things are completed. Today this is nothing but one type of new interesting chapter, that is what is the definition for electromagnetic induction. What is the definition for electromagnetic induction? In chapter form this is said to be EMI, electromagnetic induction. The definition for electromagnetic induction is very simple. Here the definition: the generated current is called induced current. Generated current. Okay. Suppose here you can assume this is what one coil is there, circular ring or coil is there. Okay. Here the generated current is called induced current and is set up by, and what is the meaning of set up? Means arranged. Okay. Arranged or processed. Okay. Means the generated current is called, this is one circular coil. In this much quantity of the current is generated. Okay. That current, the generated current is set up by, means arranged by or processed by what? EMF. This phenomena is called what? Electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction means the generated current in a one circular coil that is set up by, or that is processed by, or that is arranged by the EMF. That phenomena is called what? Electromagnetic induction. Here, suppose this is one circular coil. Before going to discuss about that one, what is the EMF? EMF is nothing but what? Electromotive force. The definition for electromotive force is here the flow of current. EMF is nothing but one kind of energy, that is. Okay, the flow of current. The flow of current is caused by the EMF. The flow of current is caused by the what? EMF. Or the flow of electrons are caused by the what? One type of energy. That energy is said to be what? EMF. Electromotive force. Okay. This is also measured in the what? Volts. Okay. Units for the EMF are what? Volts. Okay. Right. Here this is the what? Electromagnetic induction. The generated current in a circular coil. The generated current in a circular coil that is processed by, that is arranged by the EMF. Okay, that phenomena is said to be what? Electromagnetic induction. This is one circular coil. I would like to connect this circular coil to the one galvanometer. Here there, one galvanometer is there. Okay, what is the use of galvanometer? Okay, galvanometer is one type of device which is useful to measure the small amount of the current. What are the differences between the ammeter as well as what? Galvanometer. Both devices, both instruments are useful to measure the what? Current value, I value. But here G is nothing but galvanometer, which is useful to measure the small amount of the current. That is the what? Galvanometer. Then here this is nothing but circular coil. This is galvanometer. Then I would like to keep here one bar magnet. Bar magnet consists of north and south pole. Okay. Here suppose whenever we are moving, when we have to move this bar magnet towards the what? Circular coil, means nearer to the circular coil. Just we have to place the bar magnet nearer to the what? Circular coil. What happened from this bar magnet? Okay. Some magnetic lines are like this. Magnetic lines are what? They can passes through those magnetic lines passes through the what? Circular coil. That is said to be what? Magnetic flux. Okay, magnetic flux. Whenever the magnetic lines are, they can passes from the bar magnet to circular coil. Then the galvanometer, which will indicate the what? Some deflections. Means why it can what shows the deflections means whenever the magnetic lines are passed through this coil, in this coil some amount of the what? Electric current is what? Generated by that electric current generated by the means set up by the what? EMF. Whenever the electric current is generated in the circular coil, this galvanometer shows the deflections like this. Okay, this is said to be what electromagnetic induction. Okay, what is the Faraday's law? Based on the electromagnetic induction, the definition for the Faraday's first law. Here two laws are there. Faraday's first law and another one is what? Faraday's second law. Faraday's first law tells us when there is a continuous change in magnetic flux. When there is a continuous changes in magnetic flux. In previous classes, already we have discussed about what is the magnetic flux. The number of magnetic lines. This is what one circular ring. Okay. Then this is nothing but what one bar magnet. Okay. Whenever it is placed nearer to the what circular ring, from this magnet, the number of magnetic lines are passes through this what ring. The number of magnetic lines passes through the ring. That is said to be what magnetic flux. Faraday's first law tells us what when there is a continuous change in what magnetic flux. Continuous change in magnetic flux. Whenever the magnetic flux is continuously changes, means here two factors are there. Continuous changing of magnetic flux. That is what first one time. Next one is nothing but what distance. Time and distance. Suppose then you need to here bar magnet is there. Bar magnet is there. Here first from circular coil to here 5 centimeters distance is there. Next here 10 centimeters there. Here 15 centimeters there. The distance between the water circular coil to water bar magnet. Then here you have to place the bar magnet here. What happened? Some of the lines from the bar magnet. Here N and S. Bar magnet is there. N and S. Those are the poles for the bar magnet. Here 15 centimeters. Okay. One bar magnet is there, north and south pole. Then from the bar magnet to magnetic lines are processed like this. Next one like this. Here the distance between the circular coil to bar magnet, it is having what 15 centimeters there. Then the magnetic flux is what minimum. Whenever the distance is what increases, then the magnetic flux is what decreases. Then I would like to place here bar magnet 10 centimeter. Then compared to 15 centimeter, from the centimeter magnetic flux is what more. Okay. Then you need to keep the bar magnet here 5 centimeter distance. Here magnetic flux is what much and more is there compared to what first activity and two activity. At 5 centimeters distance, magnetic flux is what more. Okay. Here so the distance factor is affect the what magnetic flux. Here means here only when there is a continuous change in the magnetic flux. Whenever it is continuously changes means this is what based on the what distances. Then I would like to keep the bar magnet like this. Here 50 centimeters are there. Then you have to take the bar magnet within the very fastly in the fraction of what 2 seconds. Then here 10 centimeters are distance there in between the what circular coil to magnetic flux. Okay, which will take the time how many circles 1 second of time is there. Means magnetic flux is changes with the time and distance in between the what circular coil to what magnet. Okay, then you have to take the bar magnet very fastly towards the circular coil. What happens? The flux is what increases. If the magnetic flux, if the magnet, you have to keep the magnet very nearer to the what circular coil. In that situation also what magnetic flux is what increases. So in that way, when there is a continuous change in the magnetic flux linked with a closed coil, okay, a current generated in that coil. In that situation, what happened? The current is generated. Okay, continuous change in the magnetic flux. Okay, to the closed coil. At that moment, what happened in this circular coil? Some amount of the water current is generated. How can we say the current is generated or not? Means this galvanometer shows the water deflections. Okay, means you need to understand only one thing is there here. Whenever the magnetic field lines are approaches to the water coil, in that moment, in that coil, magnetic flux is processed in that coil, some amount of the current is what generated. You need to understand that one. That tells us what Faraday's first law. Okay, what is the second law? EMF generated in the coil is directly proportional to the rate of change in the what magnetic flux. What rate of change in the water? Suppose here in this coil some amount of the what EMF is generated. EMF is what generated. that generated EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change in the what flux, delta Q by what delta T. What is the meaning of rate of change? Any factor that is divided by the what time interval. Suppose delta x by delta t is there like this. Means the rate of change in what x. Delta y is what delta t. This is nothing but what the rate of change in what y. Here also delta pi by delta t. Pi is nothing but what magnetic flux. Okay. EMF generated in the coil due to the what bar magnet. Okay. EMF generated in the coil due to the bar magnet. That generated EMF E is directly proportional to the delta pi by what delta t. Okay. This one here equation is there. Epsilon is directly proportional to what delta pi by what delta t. Then we would like to remove the what proportionality constant. Then E is equals to n pi 0. N pi 0. What is the pi 0? Means a single turn linked to the what coil. Only one magnetic flux, only one magnetic line passes through this coil. Then the what happened? Only one rotation is there for this coil like that. Then you can assume. In that situation, only single turn is there in that coil. Then that is nothing but what pi 0. If the multiple turns are there, coil 1, 2, 3 like that, 4 or 5 multiple turns are there for that coil, that can be considered as what n. So E is equals to n pi naught. Okay, this is the what Faraday's second law. Second law means pi naught is nothing but single turn linked to a coil. If n is what this is nothing but EMF, n is nothing but what number of turns linked to the coil, number of turns. One that may be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 like that. Pi 0 is nothing but what only single turn, rotation, only single turn, that can be taken as what pi naught. If the multiple turns, that may be 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, then you have to take the what n. Okay, that is nothing but what Faraday's what second law. Only today's class you need to understand only 3 things. Those are the main important 3 things. What is the electromagnetic induction? What is the Faraday's first law? What is the Faraday's second law? Simple. What is the electromagnetic induction? Some amount of the current is generated in the coil. Some amount of the what current is generated in the coil. That is set up by, that is arranged by EMF. That is said to be what electromagnetic induction. What is the Faraday's first law? When there is a continuous changes in the what magnetic flux. Whenever the continuous changes in the magnetic flux possible, means with the affecting factors of what time and what another one distance. Whenever the continuous changes in the magnetic flux linked with a closed coil, a current is generated. At that moment, the current, some amount of the what current is generated in this coil. How can we say the current is generated or not? Means here one galvanometer is there. Without battery, without energy sources, the current is generated in the coil. How it is possible? With the help of what? Magnetic flux only. Okay, magnetic flux only. That is the first law. What is the second law? EMF is generated in the circular coil. That is directly proportional to rate of change in what? Magnetic flux. That is delta Q by what? Delta T. That is.